Well. Give a little time for some people to come on. Hope everyone is having a great day today. Enjoying your Sunday.
It was good, yo.
It's March the 30th. What's good? Just wait for a few minutes, that's all. It's nice. I know some people probably outside. Well, hope you be careful out there because of that pollen sign.
I'm about to say, you ain't outside, you in the house.
We in the house. That's why I'm in here.
Shoot.
That's why I'm in the house.
Get you some Claritin and Benadryl, all.
Man, you gotta get all this stuff, boy. You mess around, be mess around and be eyes puffy, nose running, all that stuff.
You end up coughing.
Yeah, end up with coughing, all that stuff, man. So, yeah, while we waited for a few more people to come in, we just chit-chatting right now. So, my birthday is Tuesday, so this is just pre-birthday shout out, want to give a shout out, appreciate it, and I announced this now, and I do it later on too, because I have the cash app going on at the bottom. I got Venmo too, and while we're waiting for people to come in, what I do every year, people send me some money on the cash app, and I bless somebody else with it. That's what I do for my birthday.
You turned 37, right?
What? Which I could take the time back. I'll be 57. Ooh, Lord of Jesus.
How I feel though.
Well, I can tell in the bones. Bones get a little rough, but I'm glad to be here this long. Glad to be here this long. Preferably nothing happen Tuesday. I'll be waking up to 57. So.
Dude. Man.
I've seen a lot over the years. Let me just put that out there. I've seen a lot. He's I've seen a whole lot. A whole lot. Yeah, some of y'all couldn't even imagine what I've seen. You couldn't imagine. But I've seen a whole lot, y'all. Good and bad.
What would you say is like the best thing about turning 57? Other than, being able to reach 57.
Good thing about turning 57, I get to share a lot of the stories. There's a lot of young people that they think they know about life. You don't know about life. You have no clue about life. That's right. Food is real. It's real. It's real. I fool about mama. My mom thought I was coming on the 31st. Or sometime that week of April between the 1st and 5th. But I came on the 1st.
On April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. God have mercy.
There's a couple of times I tried to get them, y'all. I probably got them like one good time. After that, I couldn't get them no more.
I know what that day is, so I know what it is.
After that, I couldn't get them no more.
So everybody just tuning in, welcome to Real Talk Conversation, where we created platform to come together and not divide each other, and to commune together, not divide each other. So we just think it's just a pre shout out. You want to come on, you want to shout me out on my birthday, or you want to put it in the comments. Everybody in the comments, welcome. If you're first time here, we welcome you. Hope you come back. I'm sorry, I'm sound like a preacher right now. I ain't gonna be before you long. That's what preachers say. Yeah. And every time we say that, every time I say that, because I ain't no preacher, every time I say that, we end up being a little longer than expected. But I just want to come on for a minute, let everybody know, um, life is no joke. You only get one. You only get one. Only get one. And you shouldn't take it for granted. A lot of times people take life for granted. You think it is a tomorrow. And we'll say a lot of times, well, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. You really don't know. So I don't take my life for granted at all. At all. I don't take it for granted. It's like they always say, you here today, gone tomorrow. That's a true statement. That's true. You could be here today and gone tomorrow.
If you had, if you could, do your career over again, would you choose a different path or you do the same one?
On some stuff, I choose a different path.
Okay.
I choose a different path. Nah, cuz whatever. Yeah. William just had a birthday. Old brother just had a birthday March 30th. 30th. I mean, that Friday.
I think that was Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
28th. So y'all see Brother William Nash Jr. Wish him happy birthday on the 28th. And also my former pastor, Pastor Ernest Bryant, birthday on the 28th too, March 28th too. So all of us right there. I just had my other brother, Big Lee, he just had his birthday March the 17th. My other brother, T.M. Bennett, was March the 19th. So we all right here together. And also, Connie's birthday is coming up too in April.
Mm-hmm.
So the sister Louise coming up. All our birthdays is right here together. But yeah, I would change some things in my life as for some of the paths that I've taken. But a lot of those paths that I took was a learning experience as of bringing me up to today's age and today's date. Going back in the clubbing days. In the clubbing days now, whoo, Lord, Jesus. But go ahead, your question. I'll talk about that.
I was about to ask you, what's the best piece of advice you ever received?
Man, it's a whole lot of them. A whole lot. But one of the best advice I ever received came from my mama. And she said, don't worry about stuff you have no control over. So I'm not going to worry about Jane, John, and Harry out here that doing all this wild stuff. I have no control over that. I have control over me. I have control over how I respond to certain stuff. Just because you say a lot of stuff to me, whether it's good or negative, don't mean I have to respond to it. Especially if it's negative, I ain't got to respond to that. But so many people are up in arms about, oh, they said this, so you're trying to chase down everything that somebody said something about you. That's crazy. So welcome everyone that's coming in. I see people starting to come in now. Welcome each and every one. If this is your first time ever tuning in with us, we welcome you with open arms and we welcome you, salute you. We thank you for coming on. Let us know in the chat. You say hello or just type a one. Just let us know that you're in there. If this is your first time ever being here with us.
This was on that club topic. What was that like? What was that like?
Yeah. Oh man.
I did dance with you along with something.
Man.
Back then.
Back then the battles were different. The dance battles were different, boy. I mean, a lot of dance battles now, a lot of them want to fight. Mm-hmm. But back then, what you say? I won't change nothing because I might not be where I am today. If I change just one thing, okay, yeah, I got you. I won't. Amen. But dance battles, back then, the dance battles, we would dance and we would battle. Everybody showed their best dance or best choreography. we would just do a whole lot of just dancing, laughing and joking. And it was a few times people wanted to fight because they was the hometown crowd until you run against some people that were better, a little bit better than you. We won a lot, we lost a lot. So I didn't get mad because of that. That just made me better than I was. That just mean I went home practice a little bit more. Got into the best way of learning how to dance. That's why you see a lot of dancers they have mirrors, so you see yourself.
Yeah.
It's one of the best way of learning how to really dance and really show yourself that you can do. And how I really got into dancing is my sister used to pick at me all the time because I couldn't dance. Every day I would come home and get in the mirror and start dancing. I was watching back then. You had seen dancing videos like Soul Train, all that kind of stuff. I would watch stuff like that. Then breaking was out, and it was on for real then when that came out. But that's how I got into dancing. My sister always messing with me and picking at me because I couldn't dance. I couldn't dance. But then after that, boy, it was on after that. Boy, you couldn't stop it. But as far as that's the good side about the club. But I've seen a lot of stuff that happened at the club that wasn't so good. I've seen a lot of fights. I've seen a lot of shooting. We've been shot at a few times and avoided a lot of the stuff. And I seen one dude got in a fight and he got cut from here all the way across there. All the way across. So I have seen a lot of stuff. Me and your uncle, Big Lee, we was in the club in Charlotte one time, and we would stagger each other when we sat at a table. Like he was set like here, I was set like this, staggered from each other, or it was vice versa. And the dude kept putting his foot on his chair, and so he pushed it off. He put up there again. He said, "Man, move your feet." And he kept putting his feet up there. So it was like a bottle sitting right here. So I pulled the bottle close to me. So I can just grab by the neck and just But when he seen that how he was like, "Man, I'm not playing with you," he pushed it off. So I thank the Lord. I'm thankful for being here. I've seen that kind of stuff, and I'm thankful that I'm still here. And I know, and I get it, and I know a lot of people don't believe in Christ. That's your opinion, that's your option, that's your choice. But I do because I don't seen too much. I don't see too much with my eyes. Not to believe, not to think that it is not a God. I don't see too much. I don't been through too much. I don't been in club where I have escaped a lot of stuff, bullets flying. I don't been there. I don't been to club, fights don't broke out. I don't been there.
That's a scary feeling, boy.
I don't been there. We don't been involved in a few fights. I don't seen that. Now people shoot. They don't fight now. They just shoot.
Yeah.
So 56 years, get ready to be 57 years. I don't see too much out here in this life to not to believe that it's not. And one day I'm just gonna really tell my whole story one day. Tell my whole story one day. So to live this long, came close to being in prison, but not in prison, not being in the hospital, not being shot up, messed up, and laying in a nursing home somewhere because my mama, nobody can take care of me. Man, that's a doggone blessing. I don't care what nobody say. Death is not a badge of honor like some of these young people think. It's not a badge of honor. You die, that's it. You ain't get no badge, no honor. You may get the accolade at your funeral, but that's it. It's not a badge of honor. I don't know where y'all get this stuff from. Death is a badge of honor. You want a badge or a medal or something, go to the military. And something happened to you, preferably don't, but if something happened to you, then you get your badge and your honor. But death, just by somebody taking you out, that is not a badge. I really don't get it. But being at the club and seeing how women would get trampled over after something break out, people start running. You trying to grab people out the way and trying to help them save them at the same time. You know, I gotta get Big Lee to tell that story. We was invading at the club up there. And I'm sitting here, a fight broke out. It was two twins that ran the club. Two twin brothers ran the club. Fight broke out. Dude jumped over to the counter to grab a shotgun. We took off out the door. I'm standing there. All of a sudden, I seen a can of beer going float across the air. Just going across like this. Hit that dude's side of the head and exploded. A full can of beer. It exploded when it hit that guy's head.
Right.
So we took off running. I'm running. It was a girl right there. So I died. Could the dude come out? He would come out, pop the dog and shotgun. Boom. So I dived over the car and grabbed the girl at the same time. We dived over the car. This ain't too far from us. That's right outside of Albemarle. There's a club back there behind Air aluminum place up there. So I don't see some stuff, man. I don't witness some stuff too.
That's terrifying. I couldn't imagine that, boy.
Nah. And for me to see that guy when he got cut across the face, man, that was I'm looking like this, looking at him. Like, what? I done seen somebody in a wreck. Had a hole right here. Had a hole in the forehead. Like, wow. I'm seeing some stuff, man.
When did you really start getting into cars like heavy?
In the cars?
Yeah.
That came from what you mean? What you mean?
So, like,
having them or
both.
Or cleaning them?
Both.
Having them, just looking at it and from the standpoint of, you know, I like cars. Some of them so expensive. Me personally, I wouldn't pay for it unless I really had the money for it. I just want to work for it. But other than that, I got into them just by we playing the game. That's my car.
I play the game for my friends.
That's what we do. And got into it like that. Then I got seeing the different types of cars and all that kind of stuff. And one of my cars is like the Mustang, like from the movie Gone 60 Seconds. You know, I like that. I like that type, that Mustang right there, that Shelby.
That is a nice Mustang.
That's a nice Mustang. So I like that. So of course, when you was a baby, I had a Mustang then. Had a white Mustang, 85 Mustang GT. I had an 85 Mustang GT, 86 Mustang GT, and a 91 LX, like State Troopers used to have. Then I had a IROC Z28 with T-tops. My 86 Mustang had T-tops too. But your Uncle Jimmy turned me on about washing cars. I just took it and developed it more. He showed me the basics, but I took it further as far as keeping them clean, how to make them look good, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I do. I like to see a clean ride myself. So everybody tune in, welcome. We just talking a little bit about some of the stuff I used to do and enjoyed back then, and just looking at life. You know, I'm looking at life as I get older. I'm looking at life more differently too. As you get older, you should look at life a little bit different because you're getting older. It shouldn't be you still got the same mindset you had when you was 22, 23 years old. You shouldn't have that same mindset. your whole mindset should be don't chew it right now.
What's one thing you learned from work that applies to life in general?
That's nothing that's really never given to you. You gotta work. You gotta work for it, and it'll make you a better person when you work for stuff that I did this. I got this. Nobody gave me this. I worked and created certain things for myself. And that's what we do. It'll mature you much better as a person. A lot of times when you give, and give stuff to, I just put it this way: when you give a lot of stuff to your kids, a lot of times they're not appreciative. But when they work and do it for themselves, they appreciate that because they done it. Now that don't apply to all kids. That applies to some kids. Because some kids you can give them stuff and they will apply it and work harder and make it even better or triple it. It's just like some people can't give if they got a classic car in their house. I mean, in their garage, they're not gonna give they unappreciative child that car. They're not gonna do it because I know I would. But thankful that everything is just fine right now. But as I get older and as I pay attention to life, I look at my life a little different. I appreciate my life more than what I used to way back then when I was younger. As I mature and become a better person, I thank God for everything. I thank my mother for everything. I thank my dad, even though I hadn't seen my dad since I was 7. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be here. See, I don't have no problem with that. And I know some people have grudges against their parents and against their fathers and stuff like that. But a whole lot of times we don't understand the story behind those. But I'm thankful for just everything that is going on in my life. I appreciate my life. I do. And I thank God for my life.
Yeah, we do too.
57 years, 56 years old, getting ready to be 57. As some of the young people, I see some of the young people that grew up. I grew up with their parents, but I see some of the young people that I knew from birth when they was younger. They said, "Man, my nickname Pete." So a lot of people know me by Pete. I said, "Pete, man, boy, y'all getting old." And the first thing I say, "Boy, you better pray that you get this to this age right here, because y'all young people, y'all leaving here." But one thing about my life, if I had to reflect back, like let's say we talking about the cars. I miss my Mustangs. I miss my Mustang. And if I ever get in a position again, I'm gonna get me another one.
Is there a specific one that you want the most?
Now, if I had the money, I'd get me one of them like on the movie. But I would go back to like the 85 to about 90, 93.
So 85,
94 Mustang.
94.
Yeah, Mustang. I would go back to that.
Okay.
I don't have no problem with the new ones, but I like those there.
Them classic ones hit different.
Yeah. But sitting back and I'm looking at my daughters. My daughters. My oldest daughter, Rodrika, just had a birthday March the 1st. My baby girl, her birthday is August 27th. And then Brandon's birthday is July 11th.
That's funny how yours is first. Rodrika's the first. Mine's is the 11th.
They go to 27th. I miss when she was young. She just broke the cycle of the wound, but I just messing with it. But just having y'all, it's a blessing within itself. I don't get a chance to see my girls like that because they work. They work ethic is almost like mine. But I did say to them, I said, we're gonna have to spend some time together.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go out and I'm planning on doing it this year. Go out some, just sit down and just talk and eat and just laugh. Don't even worry about the past. Just joke and laugh and just enjoy it. Cause I ain't getting no younger.
I got a question. So between me and my sisters and and all that stuff, what's the family tradition that you want us to like continue?
Just stick together, being there for one another. And I know at times, sometimes, even in families, you have to kind of cut them off at a certain step or a certain part or place in their life. Sometimes, because you can't always give. Sometimes you have to cut them off for themselves to grow and learn. But just to be together and be there for each other, like my sister, my brothers. That's how we were. We was always there for each other. Now we don't not and hold each other up in the wrong. I know some people would do that. Some families would do that, hold each other up in the wrong, but you shouldn't do that. If they're wrong, you wrong. Even when we used to go out to the club sometime, my cousin and them, as long as you didn't start the fight, I was with you. But if you started because you think you all this and that, you on your own. And I know some tell me, oh man, it's your cousin, you shouldn't do that. No, he shouldn't start nothing then. You want to go to the club and start a fight just because you want to show that you can fight or whatever? No,
Some people that do that.
no. Everybody just joining, just tune in. We welcome you all to Real Talk Conversation, where a platform has been created to come to commune and not divide each other. Just we just come together. We ain't on here trying to dog nobody out, stuff like that. That's what you like, then that's what you like. This is your first time here. We welcome you all. We thank you all. This is just a pre-birthday shout out. That's all it is. And I'm just glancing back over my life and stuff like that. And I see some people that tuned in. Some of my family members, some of my brothers are in here, like Mike Berry, Big Lee. Brother here, Lee here.
What's up, huh?
Man, I should have seen the link. I don't know if you know how to do it, but I should have seen the link. Let you get jump on, bro.
It's not gonna be a shutdown.
I see Barry McCray. Duke County, what's up, man? I need that Mustang you got, bro. I be watching your page. I need that Mustang, dude. I need that Mustang, man. I like that. I like that. Verlene, Jacqueline, Pastor Hall, what's happening, man? What's going on? Still in here? What's going on? Season Love, what's happening? What's going on, everybody? This thing, just a pre-birthday shout out. That's all. I mean, you want to shout me out for my birthday? That's fine. My birthday is April the 1st. Most of y'all know. I mean, I the Cash App and the Venmo is running at the bottom. I do this every year. I usually get money and help some people out with that for my birthday. That's what I do. I know a lot of people, they put the Cash App out there for them. A lot of times I put the Cash App out for the past 4 or 5 years now. I've been putting it out there and let everybody put some on the Cash App, and I help people. I just got people like me a full tank of gas just to get them to work for that week, or to get them to work to payday. You don't know. They might need just something to eat for that day. They might need a little help in the grocery store. They get ready to put it back. No, I got that. Don't worry about it. Don't put it back. I'll pay for it. It's just something.
So,
and the way this world going now, boy, we're gonna need all the help we can. Go ahead.
So I got a question. So
this ain't about Liz.
I mean, it could be in a way. It could be. Well, I was about to say, what kind of trouble like did you get into as a kid? And before you answer that, what is your favorite story from one of them?
Trouble? Man, hey, it was good seeing y'all, talking to y'all today, but I'm finna cut this thing off. Man, trouble. Ooh. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Y'all just let me get the focus on this camera. There we go. Ooh, boy. Trouble, man. Boy, a lot of trouble we got into back then.
I know some stories, but I want to know like your favorite one.
Man, one of my favorite stories is when we mess around and got in trouble for staying out late.
Oh Lord.
I mean, we used to go to it's old school down in Morgan. We used to go over there to the dance. They used to have dances at school, and we used to climb through the window. I got caught one time, got sneaking into the dog schoolhouse. Got caught, climbed in the window, got caught, stayed outside for a little while, and climbed back in the same window and got in. But one of the trouble that boy I got into one time is like when we stayed out late and we got grounded. That was a fun. That was, our trouble was different than what a lot of trouble is now. But that's one of the hurtful things, When I told my mama, I said, "Mom, I rather for you to whoop me. I don't want to be grounded.
Can't go nowhere.
Can't go nowhere."
You just in the house.
And me, Big Lee, all of us got grounded, boy. We came home. We thought we were bad. We came home. I think it was about 2:30 in the morning. Mind you, we 15, 16. But the other trouble we got into, your grandma, our mama. Yeah, y'all think I be joking when I be saying this stuff about my mama. Mama called, my mama called the police on me. She said, "You think you bad? You don't got in this trouble hanging out with some of the boys. Hanging out with some of the boys. You think you bad?" She called the police. Police came to the house. I forgot about this. The police came to the house. She said, "Get your bag and go with him." Police came and the police talked to me. Said, "Son, your mama doing, your mama's a single parent. Um, you shouldn't be out here getting in this type of trouble. They can either get you unalive or prison time." And he said, "I ain't gonna take you with me this time, but if I gotta come back here, you going with me."
Yeah, what's up, EJ?
But my mom, I'm telling y'all, my mama said if I was to get in trouble and they came and I got locked up, she said when they called her, she said, "I'm gonna ask them three questions, just three questions. Is he okay?" They say, "Yeah." "Is he got somewhere to stay? Sleep?" "Yeah." "Is he got some food to eat?" "Yeah." She said, "Well, he all right." She said she was gonna hang on the phone. She meant that. Appreciate it, man. She meant that. Bro. She meant that to the core. She did not come. She said, and she told me when I got a little bit older, she said, "If I would start coming to get you, you'd have kept doing it, and I would have had to keep doing it." She meant that. She didn't come get me neither. I had to call, when I got in trouble, I had to call my brother. My brother said, "It's the first and the last time." I hadn't been in trouble since because I knew nobody was coming to get me. Nobody. And then even then I was get in trouble, not get in trouble. I would get in trouble, and then when I seen how some people, some of my friends back then, if I didn't want to get in that trouble, I didn't get in that trouble with them. I would go home. But we see how a lot of stuff going on now. It's like people love trouble, and they want to go to prison. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why. Glad to.
So, what was your favorite movie growing up, or a TV show?
Breaking was the favorite movie. We used to watch a lot of the Dukes of Hazzard, Godzilla and all that. That's the old version because Godzilla on now, Godzilla and all that kind of stuff. And Speed Racer was my favorite cartoon.
I love
Along with the original Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
We said other TV show they used to come on be space giants. They were giants that would turn into space like a jet, like a F-15 fighter jet fighter.
Okay. I don't think I ever heard of that one.
Yeah, that's old.
Speed Racing, the other ones.
Yeah,
I heard
that's old. Space Giants and all this stuff. That's old. That's why when people talk about Transformer, I said the original Transformer, Megatron was a gun. On the movie, Megatron is a what is he's a gun and a jet. But in the original, he's just a gun, a big gun. But 56 years of just being here on this earth is a blessing within itself. I would never take for granted. I don't have a lot of friends that come along, and I lost a lot of friends, and I cut a lot of them off.
I got a question for you whenever you're done.
Because they was not helping me as far as developing into changing. It was more, let's stay the same. And some of them guys that I used to run with, they're in the cemetery or they're behind the bars. And if I'd have kept running with them, that's where I probably would have been one of the two places. It was not a third place, it was one of the two. So young people that's on here, y'all listen good, man. I'm saying it, listen good. This life is not a joke. It's not a joke. You think living on that edge of being shot at or even being shot, that's not no gift. It's not no badge. And one of the worst guns you can ever get shot by is a 22, because 22, they ricochet inside the body. But I'm thankful for being here. I'm thankful. I'm still here to see my kids even develop and grow. Because I watch them. Even when they're on social media, I watch them. They enjoy their life, and I'm glad they enjoy their life. What's your question?
So, how did you handle tough times back then versus now?
Back then, we would sit down and talk as far as tough times, and depending on what tough time you're talking about. But back then, we would sit down and talk. We would sit down and try to resolve a lot of stuff. Handling stuff now, you have to really walk away and think about some stuff. But if you can get that person in tough times now, especially to sit down and just talk and have a conversation, you might can diffuse a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
But back then, it was more we came together and we talked. Just like when we get in fights back then, you get in a fight back then, we would fight today, be mad for maybe a couple of days, maybe a week, be back talking the next week. You fight today, you lose that fight, somebody gonna try to unalive you or jump you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get there's some. This is very true. There's someone that can always outfight you.
Yeah, this is reality. There's always somebody out there that's better than you.
That's better than you. It's just like if somebody always look better than you, it's somebody that can play ball better than you, all that stuff.
You ready for this next one?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
What's a book or movie that had a big impact on you? It gotta be from when you was growing up, or like later on in life.
Man, that's so many movies that I've watched. I can't even.
You could probably name like.
I can't even.
Top 3 or
man,
something.
I can't even step them into that. but it's so many movies that I've watched over the years. Um, you know, like I said in the beginning, like breaking out because of the dancing, but it also shows you at the end. If you ever seen breaking at the end, it shows you how to come together and y'all can get things done together. Just like Breaking Two came out, Electric Boogaloo. It show you how if a community pulled together, you get stuff done.
That's one of the reasons why I like. I mean, I love both of them, but the second one for sure.
Yeah, and then you know watching um like James Earl Jones, rest in peace to him. Watching him in a lot of the classic movies, Sidney Poitier, a lot of classic movies, and just watching how they perfected men to be men. Back then, men was men. We took care of a lot of stuff. We walked with a certain posture about ourselves. Even if we didn't have it, we walked. We walked like we had it. Not saying we were fake. It just that's how we walked. We presented ourselves a certain way. Books that influenced me, man, I can't even narrow it down to one because it's so many books that influenced me. Even reading them and looking at them. Sometimes you know I go back and glance over them now because you know we're in the technology world now. You even got open the book. I can pull it up on my tablet or my phone and read it from there. But one thing about listening, see, because I listen to a lot of different people, and I know a lot of people got their favorites, and they disagree with a lot of other people, and that's fine. But it's some truth in a lot of stuff, even if it's wrong. You got to put truth in some false stuff to make it sound like it's true. And I could take you with even using the Bible, I could take you and show you that the serpent had to put some truth in it for Eve to even be influenced by him.
So, what was your first job?
I used to work with this guy. He the past. My first job, I worked with this guy on the farm.
Okay.
Used to work with this guy on the farm then, but my first job as for getting a paycheck was at Wyzonia. Your Uncle Jimmy got me on down there. I was at Wyzonia. You know, like I don't have that story of having all these multiple jobs. When I quit a job, I went straight to another one. Let me see. I worked at Wyzonia and I left Wyzonia. I went to Greif Brothers. I left Greif Brothers. I went to Square D. I stayed at Square D till they closed.
Yeah.
Then I worked for another guy detailing, had his own shop. But as far as checks, you know, working for a check like that, I was on you, Wright Brothers, Square D. Then I started selling cars at Random Marion. Then I started detailing cars at Bob Mayberry, and now at the Honda dealership. So 6 jobs out of my whole life.
That's good.
I don't believe in jump. I don't believe in that. And trust me, when I left one, I was going to another. It was just one time that I had a space in between. Just one time. And you was a baby then. You was young then. Young then. Me and the guy had a fallout with, and he rest in peace. He done passed away. He let me go. Let me go down to Mayberry for some misunderstanding that he didn't even understand. And he let me go, and he didn't speak to me for about 2 years. And everybody said, you know, you was wrong. That's why you can't talk to him. And I would see him. He wouldn't say nothing to me. He denied my unemployment. And we was on the call. He denied the employment. I said, you know what? I said, I ain't gonna worry about it. I let the Lord handle. So I went like 3 months without even a job. Oh, I forgot about Kmart. I was at
Oh, yeah,
Kmart
you
part
got
time.
yeah,
Kmart part time. So when I got the Kmart job at part time, that was it. That was a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you how God bless you even in that. I got the job part time working third shift.
Mhm.
And you know how seasonal do. Soon as January get here, they cut that off. But I was still working.
Yeah.
I was still working. So I had a seasonal job at Kmart. Then Eric Tippett called me from the Honda place. Because I put an application at the Honda dealership. He called me. He said, "Man, you still can work third shift and come here in the mornings." So I was working third shift. We got caught up and stuff. My supervisor at the time named Jimmy. He would say, "Man, you don't got caught up. I know you work another job. You can go to sleep if you want to." And I would go to sleep. Then get off that morning, come home and get him ready for school.
For school and stuff. Yeah.
Then lay back down because I had to be to work at the Honda place until 9 o'clock. Lay back down until about I'll take a shower and everything about 8:30. Get up and go to work at the Honda place.
Mm-hmm.
So and now I'm still there at the Honda place, going on 17 years. See, I don't believe in just jumping. Well, people say, well, you can always find a job that make more money. That is true. And I have told this story before. That is true. I could have. But for the schedule that I have that's flexible with him when he has his doctor's appointment or he go to the hospital and stuff, that's why I'm still there. They understand that there. If I go somewhere else, I'd be fired.
So out of the jobs you worked and stuff like that, when I was born, all that stuff. Now, when he was working at Mayberry and all that, the memories I got there, because I used to be up there sometimes, and being there chilling, watching movies or whatever, and like I would sometimes find Nintendo DS or the Game Boy games. Sometimes, they just be there.
Yeah, they trade the cars and they leave stuff in them.
Yeah, so, he just find them and give them to me, and I was like, all right, cool. But once he got, to the Honda dealership, man, when I tell you, everybody was in there like they real cool, they very supportive. And around that time, that's when they had like, the little gaming stuff. Man, I was in there like it was no tomorrow. I'm talking about I'm in there chilling, eating popcorn, playing video games, watching movies. But they very supportive, understanding that I deal with sickle cell and they flexible, and they work with him and they understand. So I really love the fact that he is at this job though, just because they understand. You know, they hit me up, they don't hit him up, they hit me up just to see how we both doing. So that's another reason why I love it.
Mm-hmm. He grew up with me. He grew up with them at the Honda dealership.
Yeah.
11 years old.
Yeah.
He grew up with them.
And when they ain't seen me for like a good little minute and pop back up, at this point, voice deep, got a beard and all that stuff, it threw up.
Yeah. So we're up under new management now for about going on 4 years now. They the Hudson brothers, they good too, And I take my job and I appreciate my job. Do I have my days about the job? Of course, that's anybody. But I don't sit there and and wish this and wish that on somebody. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody because that can very easily turn around. Mm-hmm. And it can really easily affect me. But and I just thank the Lord for that. And I'm gonna do this right quick. Because I was talking about the Mustang. Y'all see that Mustang? Y'all can't really see it in the background. I'm talking about right there.
Mm-hmm. I used to see that over the years. I used to see that picture all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. So, if you could pick up any new hobby right now, what would it be?
Hobby?
Yeah.
That's what is it to do?
Right.
I don't done the fishing. I don't done a whole bunch of stuff. I've done a whole bunch of stuff.
It's like a new hobby or like a new skill.
Some people are starting to do some stuff now that I did 20 years ago.
I remember when since you said you went fishing, I went fishing. It was years ago. Well, with Darius. Whatever. That shit was funny. But yeah, man, you did a lot over the years. Some stuff I'm just now doing, or kind of.
So yeah, I've done a lot. Everybody just tune in. We welcome each and every one. It's just a pre-birthday shout out, you know. I jump on just pre-birthday shout out. So tell a little bit about my story, my life. And I seen my daughter, my baby girl, here. I guess she's still in. She might be still in here. Kiara, call her Shay. She's still in. If she's still in here, what's going on, girl?
So, sis.
Rodrika probably working because she working in the nursing field. So
Yeah.
Shay, so.
What's up, sis?
And I appreciate my kids. I appreciate my children, my grown children. Let me put it that way, my grown children.
Yeah, man, of course. You know we got you at the end of the day, just like you got us.
You know, you worry about it to a certain extent, but you thank God for them because you know I pray for them. Lord, watch over them, whatever they may be doing, and wherever they may be at. Watch over them.
Mm-hmm.
And some folk be like, man, I see you with your son all the time. See, but you don't see me when I'm taking him to the doctor. So what you expect? If he didn't have what he had, then he'd probably be working and doing whatever his career. He's probably doing dancing more and all that. He'd probably be doing that more. So that's why you're gonna see me with him more, going to the doctors and all this other stuff.
You know, on top of that, it builds a close bond. You know, when it comes to the father and son, it's all three of us. You know, me and my sister. You know, we all close. But you gotta think about it too. I'm his only son, so
He's the only grandson.
yeah, I'm the only grandson too. So it's just like, yeah, it builds that close bond. Then whenever I like have my shows and things of that nature, should we be the first one there? So he's seen the progress, my mom's seen the progress. Like, yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and I'm not taking nothing away from my daughters because my daughters are my daughters. My oldest thinks she run things.
She do.
She would tell you that too.
Yeah, she do.
So she thinks she run things. Shay is more laid back. She the other side of me, of the laid back side.
We chilling.
Yeah, she's more chilling. I mean, she laugh and joke and she can sing too. She might not tell you that, but she can sing too. Because I'm on sing.
Yeah.
She can sing too. But she more the laid back person of that. Brandon a mixture of the both.
Of all of them.
Of all of them.
I'm gonna make sure of all of them. You just gotta catch me.
Yeah, mix of all of them. So all of them have a mixture of me. They got the work ethic and they more laid. They are laid back.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Just don't push us to that limit. That's all.
You know, that's why I stay home.
Yeah.
I stay out of limelight. Now when I do go visit some people, I go visit some people, but it ain't like you see me in them streets. I don't been in them streets.
The way my dad is, he'll remove himself for anything.
Yeah. I ain't got time. I'm getting too old to be. I ain't got time for a whole bunch of mess anyway. When I hang out with my friends, and I don't use that word lightly. I mean loosely. I don't use that word loosely. When I hang out with my friends, I'm hanging out with them. We joking and laughing. We doing, when I had a bike, we ride bikes and stuff like that. That's what we do. We sitting around, we joking, we laughing, we just having a good time. And a lot of y'all can't say y'all got friendship over 40 plus years. A lot of y'all can't say that. I got friends 40 plus years. We may fuss at each other, but it's out of love. Never fought. Never. I can say that. A lot of y'all can't. We never had a falling out. That I didn't speak to you no more. Oh yeah, you may get upset and be mad, and I ain't talking today. May do some stuff like that. But where it goes on years, and I never see friends are not like that today. And I don't call everybody friend anyway.
It's different.
Now we sit down and have a conversation, we get to talking, and we start to bond and stuff. Then possibility you could be in that category. And I don't expect everybody to do me like that either.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's just how it is.
Be like that.
Yeah.
It's different nowadays.
Yeah, it's totally different now. This whole generation now is something serious. I don't know. It is something serious.
Scary too.
And if we don't grab these young people now, and I know, a lot of y'all say, well, this stuff started home first, but and I understand that. See, it's no more village like when I was growing up. It's no more of that. When it was a village when I was growing up, let me just run this down. When it was a village when I was growing up, Miss Maggie Coleman would get me. Miss Judy Mae Lindsay would get me. Miss Little would get me. Mr. Jake Little would get me. They would get me. Mr. Larry Pratt would get me. Mr. Owens, Ira Owens would get me across the street, that stayed across the street from us, would get me. They're not my biological grandparents, but they were my grandparents to me because they helped raise me. Mr. Henry and Lily Owens would get me. Isaac Owens would get me. William Owens would get me. They will all get me because we was a village. Miss Doreen Richardson, that Lord have mercy, just passed away. Miss B Robinson would get me. We was a village. They helped raise us. They helped raise us. It's no more village no more.
I'm glad at least for like somewhat of my generation, at least from what I experienced, we had like a taste of that to where it was still a village in some way, shape, or form. Because I couldn't go, if I was to go to somebody's house or whatever, or go with them, first thing they say, you ask your mom or your daddy. Or if they need to talk to me about something, or if I'm acting up or whatever, your daddy know you over here. You doing this. Now me as a kid, y'all see my dad's hands, how big his hands are. Now imagine little old me, man. Boy, I made sure I wasn't getting in trouble.
Trust me, Brandon got his share of whoopings. Trust
me. I got whoopings, of course.
Don't think that he didn't.
Yeah, don't think I ain't getting no whoopings. Of course I did.
He got some whoopings.
Once I reached a certain age, I was like, I'm cool. I'm cool off that. It was
But it's no more village. The village is gone. If you just say, hey young man, or hey young lady, don't do that. Don't do it. It's a fight. You don't tell my child what to do. You don't talk to my child. The only thing I just said was, don't do that. That's what is crazy now. It's no more village. It's no more togetherness. And when you try to do stuff like that as being together, it's a problem with it. But we got to get the young people, and we got to get them soon. Because life is no joke. Life is no joke. This is not something you can take, put it to the side, and then pick it back up. Once you are in that casket, it. I seen one of my Facebook friends, Deborah Smith. She had it up there too about that. Once you're in that casket and that casket lid closes, it. So if that's your goal to reach that casket at an early age, boy, I don't know what kind of thinking you are doing. And as we see around this world, and as we see even in our own neighborhood sometimes, how it's a lot of young people being unalive. A lot of young people. I remember one time going to the hospital. Brandon first went to the Levine Hospital in Charlotte. I remember going to the hospital and I didn't know which end to go into. So I got to the hospital. I went to the ground in the back of the hospital. But that was my first time really going to the Levine Hospital at the time. And I went to the back, through the back. I came in through the back way. How I got in back through there, I have a slight idea. But I went through the back, went in through the back door, and I don't know what hall that was, but when I went through that hall, there was a lot of people that has been shot up and everything. So I'm walking through the hall, I'm looking in the doors like, I'm looking in the rooms like, dude, chest was cut wide open. Guy brain was hanging out his head. And I'm coming through this hall like, what in the world I just walked into? Leg hanging on to the body. See, my eyes don't see some stuff.
Recently, witnessed some stuff like that was similar to it not too long ago. That's
And I'm sitting there looking like, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong hall. Seeing all this stuff, got woman eye hanging out her head. See, I done seen some stuff. Y'all only see, a lot of y'all only seen it on TV. I've seen it live. That's why I appreciate my life. That's why I don't do a whole bunch of stuff with my body or with my life. And one of the reasons why I don't drink, and I'm gonna end on this, is that back in 88, 87, 88, I was staying at Albemarle with this girl. And had been up with the boys all day, Friday. I was off that Friday, all day. I had been up with them. My mama called and said, I need to take her to the store and stuff like that. I said, well, mama, I just come down there Friday night and we'll go Saturday morning. She said, okay. So got off the phone with mama. Got back out there with the boys, smoking, drinking. Instead of me going in the house and say, you know what, let me just go to sleep some of this off and just get up later on and go down there that night. Or go down there, just call my mom back and say, I'll be down there Saturday morning. No, I stayed up. So I'm heading to Morgan. Got the Waynesboro, no problem. Going down 52 South. And I know a lot of y'all probably don't know about that, but
it's dark.
It's dark on that road, and it's a fish camp on that road.
Yeah,
I'm going down through there. As soon as I come on that little bend, that little curve, I blanked out. Track trailer come over the hill. We passed fish camp over the hill. Track trailer coming over the hill. Crashed into that truck. Only survivor was the truck driver. I woke up. I passed by that same truck. The same, because it was just me and the truck on that road. That's a dark road at night.
Yeah. That's scary.
52 is dark. It looked like you in a movie.
If you was to get out your car or just turn the lights off in the car, you can stay in the car. You turn the lights off, you can't even see your own hand for real.
It's dark on that road. I passed by that same truck. And I said, Lord, if you let me make it to my mama's house, I will not do this no more. And I had, I didn't just drop cold turkey and stop over a few weeks to a couple of months. That's when it eased off. Have I socially drink before? Yeah. But like smoking and drink like back then? No. Nope. I stopped all this stuff because the Lord showed me my end. If I'd have kept doing what I was doing, that was going to be my end result. Too many people can't tell that type of story. He may scare the hell out of you with some other stuff, but he showed me my end.
Well, that's a scary feeling.
That was my end. And the thing about it, yeah, I had my girl. No, I didn't even have my girl yet.
Yeah, so I mean, we wouldn't have existed.
And if they did, it would be by somebody else.
Think about
but that was my end. So that's why I don't take life for granted. That's why I don't play with my life. So I don't do a whole bunch of stuff. And one of the other reasons why I don't do it and damage my organs and stuff like that is because I don't know if something was to come up and they may need some blood or maybe one of my kidneys or something. I don't know. That's why I had that in my mind too. Or even my mama might have needed a kidney or something. And I was a perfect match. No. You damage your organs, and plus I didn't want to damage my organs, and then here I am at this age now. I'm needing something because I destroyed it back there by the hard liquor and all that kind of stuff and the drugs and stuff. I never was the type of person that wanted to be into the drugs and stuff anyway. That was never my thing. Okay, even though I was around people that did drugs. You want to try this? No. No. I mean, I smoke weed. I didn't smoke it like that. No, I didn't. No, I don't. No, you want to try? No, I don't want to try that. No. All drugs have it's a spirit. Now you see, as they do now with the ABC stores, y'all see spirits attached to the thing. It's letting you know. You can't tell me God is trying to give you a sign. You ask for the sign, He's showing you. Now here's the new thing that's going on now that I see. In some of the marijuana now, they have fentanyl involved in it.
That man's scary. Fentanyl everywhere.
It's everywhere. So I'm glad and thankful that I don't. So
y'all can't see it, but like the end of this pen, that much can kill you. Well, unalive you.
Yeah, it can take you out of here. So they mixing all these heavy narcotics into the drugs and stuff. So while you sit there and be smoking that weed, you don't know what's in that weed. Because at one time they were putting embalming fluid in there. They were soaking it in the embalming fluid. So if you sit there and you feel like you still, it's okay.
Y'all want to know something kind of crazy though? I don't know. God works in mysterious ways, but so he told me the stories about how he got his scars, growing up and all that. So his on his left side, me being a kid, you're gonna end up getting scars. The funny thing is, I got the same exact scars he got from the shoulder down to the arm to the stomach, side. Except mine's on the right side. Took it a while.
Yeah, mine was left. I had a hole right here.
His on the left, mine's on the right. Oh, bro, that's wild. I was like, ain't no way.
So I appreciate everybody that came on today. I wish me happy birthday. Thank you everyone for tuning in. My birthday is Tuesday. I will be 57. 57, and grateful.
Shit, 37.
Yeah, that's it. Take off 20 years. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm thankful for that too. You know, it's rough out here in this world now. I mean, you always had to watch it back, but you sure enough got to watch it now. Everybody got a scam going on. Everybody trying to set people up to get robbed and all that kind of stuff. It's just sad. People knocking on your door, talking about your car lights going off while somebody waiting on you to open the door so they can bombard you inside. It's crazy.
They say they work for somebody.
If your lights is flashing, they going off. It's an alarm, it'll go off. It'll go off by itself. If you're in the house, just click the button if you think it's going off. But it's so much they're trying to set you up with now and rob you and stuff.
If you got a Ring camera, I advise you talk through that. You know, just to be on the safe side. If it feels sketchy, then call.
If you know you didn't fill out no report as far as getting some repairs done and stuff like that, don't open that door. Just like the scams they're running with UPS and all this kind of stuff and Amazon. If you know you didn't order nothing, why you scanning something? If you know you didn't order anything, why are you scanning that barcode? I mean that QR scan code. Why are you scanning it? If you know you didn't order something, why are you even answering it back when you get that text? I don't even answer them text because I get them sometimes. I just block the number and delete that doggone text.
Mine wasn't Amazon related. It was regarding something. But yeah, I got one this morning.
I don't pay, and I know I didn't order nothing. I know I didn't order anything. They get your information. If you know you don't have a bank account and at some of these banks and they sending you something say that you need to click this link and fill out the stuff, why you clicking that link? If I ain't got no account at another bank, why I'm gonna click the link on that for it? I know I don't have no account there.
That's what it was that I got this morning. It was doing something.
They gonna get your information. That's all they doing, getting the information from you. And changing everything. I see a lot of scam callers now because I was watching TikTok one day. Scam callers, the woman said 321 and like she was reporting live or something.
Oh, I seen that. We're recording live.
Yeah, and they hung up. But yeah, we get ready to get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know, Cash App is running down there, but you know it'll be up Tuesday. Nothing happened. You feel like putting a few dollars on it or $1. That's fine. That's cool with me. You know, because I'm just gonna give it to the people anyway. Try to help out some folks and everything, and everything, and all that. But you know, on a serious note, I appreciate all of y'all. You know, we may not be the largest, but we do all the bit that we can. And I thank you for the early birthday shout out. Some people had already texted me earlier today. I just really kind of relaxed after I did what I did all day today. And just thanking the Lord that I lived to see Tuesday and appreciate my birthday. But life is serious, y'all. There's nothing to play with. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy everybody that you're around. Because one day that cat's gonna be filled with some of y'all in it, including myself. And there's no coming back from that. So don't take your life for granted. Enjoy it. Be thankful for it. Thank the Lord for it. If you don't believe in Christ and God, that's your choice. Stop trying to convince people that there's no such thing as that. Because just because you don't believe it, just because you don't believe it, that's your choice. But I do. That's my choice. So ain't no one in the world you can tell me it's not no God because I got proof right here behind me, and I got two more that's walking around here too. I know it is, and I'm still here. And plus, my mama's still here. She's 92 years old. You can't tell me there's no God. And got her right mind that had an aneurysm on the brain, but came back from that.
Thank God.
So, y'all, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll holler at y'all. Birthday Tuesday. Give me a shout out then, too. You know how we do it.